Welcome to the Bright Through Crisis bonus module. This is module 1. You will get one module a week in this course. And this is the food component of the course, and it runs parallel to the parts work component of the course that Everett Considine is doing with you. And it's my intention that these two parallel tracks of the course will have sort of a reciprocal relationship in your experience, meaning we want you bright through this crisis. I'm under the assumption that you're in this course because of a crisis, because your system has been blown back by something, whether it's coronavirus or a divorce or losing a job or a diagnosis of a scary medical nature, whatever it may be. Or maybe just life is feeling too frantic, too much. Maybe trauma work has come up and now you're trying to do that and that's throwing your life into crisis. It could be any number of things. Sometimes life feels like a crisis. And fair enough, life is difficult. That's a baseline for everyone. So you're here because of that. And so what I'm going to do in this module, this food module that's going to be running throughout the course, is help you to keep your food bright in a time of crisis. And I anticipate that sometimes some of what I propose might be hard, or you might find yourself resistant to it, or you might not be able to do it and you might find yourself in the ditch again, or whatever, in which case you're going to turn to parts work, get curious, and start to explore the parts of you that are resistant or wanting you to eat some food to solve a problem, or are making your bright line eating journey problematic for whatever reason. There's a part of you that's doing that and it's trying to help. It's got its reasons for why it's responding in that way. And then you'll use your parts work to inform your food journey. And your food journey will also inform your parts work, because as you get your food straight, as your lines get brighter and brighter, more space will open up for you to be able to look inside and do your parts work. Essentially, when we stop using food as a crutch, suddenly we get called to do our inner work, because those parts of us that relied on food for comfort, for numbing, for some sort of assistance or support through life, well, they need new strategies, and they sometimes become quite squawky and they make themselves known to us. And so you're going to go to your parts work, to the food, to the parts work, to the food, to the parts work. Now, in terms of this food module, what I want to remind you is about the stress bar and the support bar. I am never a fan of eliminating stress. I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's realistic. Stress is necessary in life. If you want to have beautiful relationships, that means you've got people in your life, welcome to stress. You want to have children, welcome to stress. You want to have a purpose in your life, whether it's a career or volunteer work, welcome to stress, etc., right? The meaningful things in life are challenging and stressful inherently. So we're not aiming to eliminate our stress, but sometimes stress ramps up. And regardless of our level of stress, what I call our stress bar in the term of a bar graph, right? The level of our stress bar, our support bar has to be higher. And support meaning all of the things we do to take care of ourselves. But in particular, around this module, I'm talking about the food, okay? You're gonna have to up your game, because what you've been doing is not enough. Now, unless it is. I mean, you know that what you've been doing is enough if your weight's where you want it to be, or it's headed in the right direction nicely, and if you are neutral and free and peaceful around your food. You're not thinking about food between meals particularly. It's like feeling pretty easy. If that's in place, then you are doing enough, in which case, carry on, soldier, and watch these videos and see if something lands. Is like, oh yeah, I want to try that, or oh, sure, I'll add that to my program. But if you're not in that situation, and I'm guessing you're not because you're here, then you've got to up your game. And that's what this module is all about. Now, I don't know if you've taken the Reboot Resume course, or watched the Reboot Resume videos or anything like that, but I talk in the Reboot Resume materials, I shot vlogs on it and so forth, about the Free Again system, FAS, Free Again system, FAS, and the acronym is Food Actions Support. Food Actions Support. Those are the three components of a Bright Line Eating program. And they are symbiotic. And whereas in Reboot Resume, I address them separately, and we go through 9 weeks, which is 3 rounds, a week on food, a week on actions, a week on support, and then again, for a total of 9 rounds through that cycle. Well, 9 weeks, 3 rounds through the cycle. You get what I mean. In this course, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be focusing on food, actions, and support in combination. Like, you know, in weightlifting, you can do bicep curls and isolate the bicep, or you can do big compound movements like bench press and squat and things like that that address many muscle groups in functional movements sort of all together. And that's what we're going to be doing here, food, actions, and support all together. So the rest of this module is going to be the first chunk of it, and let's get started.